Cool cats, cool dudes, and Junio Furpo's super sexy moustache. Welcome to We All Love Leeds, the show where we discuss our love of Leeds. The obvious bloody internet. How you all doing? Good to see you. Oh, we've got some new folks in. Awesome. We've got Jimmy. Jimmy's here with Evening All. Some funny results today. Do I have memes of them? Does a bear shit in the woods? Of course I do. Scooby D 2 with Evening. I bet Rosie is raging. Oh, I've got something for that too. Shit game. I'm pretending I'm not bothered because I wanted B team. And in a way, I'm not bothered. But still, I can't help it. It pissed me off. I thought our team would be better. Hello to Bonilla Hamilton. Welcome. It is only 3 p.m. in the United States, but how you doing? Good to see you. It's something I know from the memeing community, some would say. Hi, Bonilla. I haven't checked the Scottish scores, Jim. I literally only know ours. There we go. Rangers 0, Queen's Park 1. Oh, that's terrible. If someone already knew that had happened 5 minutes before the show started, then knocked a meme up about it. I wonder who would have done a thing like that. Who would have done a thing like that, indeed? Nearly as big a shock up north as Scousers losing to Plymouth. Nearly. And Tarak, how you doing, brother? How you doing? It's good to see you. And congratulations on finding me on the Facebook. Congratulations, because I suppose it's the old chestnut of the related friends, I suppose. But anyway, it's good to see you. And of course, to be fair, if you can find me on the Facebook and I recognise you, as in you actually come off as like an actual human being, I will be like, okay, we'll accept that shit. Anyway, bring on the memes. No need to talk about Millwall. Got to do a little bit of talking about the Millwall. Got to do a little bit. I mean, we're going to do Coventry as well because, spoiler, we actually won that. I will blame Ryan for that, but I'm not going to blame him that badly because, you know, he's no problem. Oh, lovely. Went away, put notify on. It didn't notify. I came back and you're here. Holla. I mean, holla, not holla. That's... Fuck it. Anyway, I actually should have loaded up all the stuff from the show, but guess I'll do that when we do that. Smash the likes like Vinnie Jones smashed 5-year-old Leeds mascot Rob Kelly during the warm-up before Leeds vs Wolves in 1989. I've only seen posts about that on the clickbait sites I'll give them some credit. Once a week they'll post about Vinnie Jones started tackling a child, which you should, of course. But that is true. That is a thing that happened. Sam, tell us more about Bundesliga 2 for anyone in the chat that is unaware of your running joke of this specific fact about Bundesliga 2, the second division in Germany. He was at that game and fuck social media. That's certainly a take with a hola, hello on Spanish. Oh, Tom, thank you for asking. I am known to do that sort of asking. I don't know if I'm known for that sort of asking. It's a thing, isn't it? What we got on the docket today? I did, after the show last week, I actually did find a post on social media from a Cardiff fan, obviously relating to last week's game, where I'm not actually gonna use the specific name for the score because then I'll feel obligated to post Monica Geller. And basically, there was so much shit on here this week that I'm not going to post Monica Geller. But under the picture of the Cardiff lineup, we've got Ewan I don't know how you say it in Welsh. Basically, he said, really got an interesting feeling we'll get something today. Well, Ewan, or Ewan, I'm guessing it is, why don't we pretend that when you said you got a feeling, I'll tell you what you got. You got this. You got 7. 7. 7. You got 7. And you know what I said about Monica Geller? I didn't have room for Monica. I lied because I always have room for Monica because she's one of the best ones. 7. 7. 7. God damn it. Go fuck yourself. You lost 7-0. Fuck you. Anyway, Ben. You hear me, Ben?
Yeah, I can now. I was breaking up a bit there. I'm just on my way home, so I won't be too long.
No problem. No problem.
We're cycling
They
through the streets.
That's the streets of Leeds. Or York, I believe. York.
Yeah.
Streets
So,
of York.
yeah, I won't be long, mate. I'll be listening
No
in on my
problem.
earpods. All right, I'll see you shortly, everyone.
Absolutely. No problem. No problem.
See you later.
Also, for the benefit of people that may or may not follow the German second division, FC Magdeburg in second Bundesliga are third after 20 games without winning a single home game. They are top of the away table and bottom of the home table. They were top of League Two. I believe they lost 4-3 at home this weekend, continuing their run. And for most teams, you'd be thrilled to have a home game coming up, but not this team. Their next game is at home. So I presume they're going to get fucked up royally by someone. Yes, Sam, I checked it up. I checked in on them for your sake. Ewan in Welsh probably sound like you, man. Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Sam used to like 7. Ounce. What's that number? 7? Anyway. Did you know what happened to Rangers today? I know Jimmy already mentioned it because of course he did. Oh, speaking of teaching shows, here's Russ Morgan with "Good evening, we all love Leeds," or "Good evening." Sorry, my apologies, Russ. I'll read it as it's written. "Good evening, we all love Leeds and the mean streets of York." Yeah, everyone, proper mean. And this is a teaching show from the words of Sam Greenwood. Okay, so I think it's fair that we start out in the. We'll start out there at the CBS Arena, which I believe is Coventry Building Society, based on the fact that those abbreviations / words are actually implanted on the arena. So, and yes, I was actually on the outside, like I was looking through a fence or looking through the grass, I meant to say, to get that image. Yeah. This was the Coventry lineup. I might as well do it now because Ben ain't gonna give a shit about the Coventry lineup. It's that lad, number 22, who scored yesterday in the cup game, and we all had a good laugh about trying to say his name when drunk. I didn't know they'd signed Matt Grimes until Wednesday, to be fair. I mean, that was a shock. That little car park in Slough isn't safe on weekend nights, thanks to Russ. Russ, why are you intimidating people in the little car park? You didn't learn that from this show. I think the Coventry number 21 likes auctions. Let's have a look at his name. He probably has a good record in them. It's because his name is Bidwell for anyone who's listening in / not watching. Bidwell. So obviously this is the Leeds United lineup at Coventry on Wednesday night. And this is a point where I'd go, Ben, is there any changes you'd make to this? I probably will go back to this, but I'll go, Ben, is there any changes you'd make to this? And he's going to say the goalkeeper. And I'm going to give like a half-hearted chuckle. And then we'd get on with our lives. So for the sake of decorum, this is the Coventry lineup, which again, it doesn't have Matt Grimes in it because he's on the bench, but I still can't believe he joined them. Hello, gentleman with a symboled name, Solomon. I see. How you doing, symbol man? It's probably in another language, so I probably shouldn't have said that. This is the Leeds United lineup, where, yep, Mellier's in goal, Ampadu, Rodon centre-back pairing, Gruev and Al Tanaka, who Sam Greenwood is already in the process of typing a joke about Die Hard. Possibly. At least Leeds didn't get knocked out by Plymouth. We still have to go and play there, Sam, to be fair, but that is fair. Speaking of handsome chaps, it's Chris Nix. And hello, handsome chaps, or hey, handsome chaps. My apologies for reading it slightly incorrectly. And how you doing, Chris? How was your weekend? I know you have a soft spot for the current leaders. But... Anyway, so the Coventry game kicked off. Look at the intense look on Manor Solomon's face. It's the look of a man who knows he's going to win tonight. And cut a long story short, that's exactly kind of what happened. Because Joel Piroux scored in the 17th minute, as Leeds declared, no Piroux, no party, which is funny because sadly there was no Piroux. So there was no party on Saturday. So it's quite prophetic. It was all right. Thank you, Chris. No problem. This is Piroux's celebration. And ironic that Jayden Bogle is in the photograph with him. It's almost like the Leeds social media team knew things. And by new things, it's like, oh, look who scored the second goal. It's Jayden Bogle. It's funny how things work out like that. Anyway, that was him reaching for the stars, as Cess Club 7 would say. Yeah, I do have a few of their cassettes, because why not? 2000s was a different time. And his slalom through the Coventry defence, where basically he did a Mellier, the Coventry goalkeeper. Bogle overran the ball into the goalkeeper, but then the goalkeeper dropped the ball back out to Jayden Bogle, who then basically was like, okay, well, I'm going to sidestep you and then put it in. I did use an S Club 7 reference. I absolutely did. And I'll do it again somehow, probably. I'll say I'll do it again. I can't even think of one off the top of my head right now, but Speaking of 2 in a million, here's Jayden Bogle and Joel Piroux. A S Club TV series on CBBC was Top TV. Is that the one that happened to have Christopher Lloyd in it? Because I remember watching it and thinking, where do I know you from? And why do I already get the feeling you are absolutely dropping below your ability to even associate with this? But clearly, some people just like money. Or when they need it, they'll do surprisingly things below themselves. Anyway, Miami 7, thank you very much. It was actually, they say that because I remember it being in Miami. Hello to DWTT, the man known as Gary, who is doing a show tomorrow at 12:30 in the UK, where I believe he's going to discuss the Arsenal trip to Newcastle. Do I have any memes on that? Once again, does a bear shit in the woods? But anyway, yeah, can't remember. Yeah, makes sense with what Tarak said. Miami. Felt like I was going to do a Will Smith reference there, but You know, I can't sing and I ain't got a brain to think of a good joke, but still. Don't do it. Yeah. Gary, reach for the stars with your show, sir. You could go a bit retro. You could bring it all back. Anyway. So that game went to halftime. We were 2-0 up, cruising. Absolutely cruising. And then things happened in the second half where, I mean, clearly got a demeanour of someone who won. But they, what's the best way of putting it? We should have scored a third at the end of the game. More on that later. Hopefully Ben will be in by the time so we can do that bit of the show. Timo Werner once tried to shit in the woods, but shit didn't hit the ground. Makes sense. And Gary is thanking Chris for his kind words. The man just says to Leeds, don't stop moving. Now, actually, it's the opposite. We actually need to actually stop moving in terms of the table, because if we stay where we are looking good for promotion. So, as Sam Greenwood says here, to be fair to him. But obviously, I get what you mean, because it's very of course, no manager wants a team to actually be static. So I get the point you're making, Chris. In all seriousness, good evening to BX Gunner. Are you ready for the Super Bowl, BX Gunner? That's the first time I've actually mentioned it in 17 minutes and 30 seconds that the Super Bowl's happening tonight. So I don't know. Sam Greenwood asking how Gary is. Yeah, that's right, Gary. You need to pick your phone up and then start typing. Hey, Sam, I'm okay. Or whatever it is. But Ian Mellier, I ain't got a photo of it. Ian Mellier made a fantastic save in this game. A key point in the game. BX Gunner, the OG from Nice, North Carolina, not Nice. Born AD, like AC and Walmart. Yeah. There's loads of acronyms there. I feel like I've been tested. I probably failed it. But anyway, I'm mere about Super Bowl. I just soon as watch anything interesting on TV. If only we had done a show on Slags in the Dark 2 weeks ago about television. Thursdays at 8 in the UK, which I believe is 3 in the Eastern time zone. Gary as well. He's already had wings. It's funny you say that. I actually went and made a trip for wings myself. I mean, they're sitting in that up. They're probably. I'll eat cold wings. I'm not fussy about the heat of wings. I can tell you that right now. But it's 74 degrees, sunny and warm in February. Wings sound nice. They do sound nice. That's why I went and got some. I agree about the Super Bowl. Of course you do. I don't know why I said of course you do, but I may have had a very small wager on it. When the fun stops, of course. But anyway, I can actually give you the real reason Leeds United won on Tuesday night is because we had an unfair advantage. I know a lot of you are thinking, what unfair advantage are you talking about? Well, we only had Jorginho Ruter in the team, as named in the Coventry programme. Down there at number 24. What were they thinking? It's like you deserve to lose. Sam, Gary, Tom. 100. Yeah, we could do that gangster talk because I'm cool like that. I'm not remotely cool like that. Laughter. Other than that, I suppose this is partly where I'd go. It's Mr. Tom's mid-show question of the week. Okay. I probably should have had one prepared. So I'm going to go to an old faithful. What is the name of Ben Stiller's wife that had a role in Friends? That doesn't deserve the jingle. I'm not giving it the jingle. No chance. No chance. It's Christine Taylor, of course, because I was tested on that earlier. Oh, hello, Rosie. Rosie's turned up. So basically, Rosie, thank goodness Rangers drew attention away from my cup upset. How are you doing in all seriousness? Correct, Tarak, correct. Thomas, really? Losing to Millwall? Hey, I've literally got Rangers losing on the screen, sir. Hello, Zanzi. How you doing in all seriousness? Good to see you. The women's team won 10-0. I mean, Russ, that doesn't deserve a jingle. I clearly thought it up on the spot, and by on the spot, I mean because I was asked it earlier. But Rangers are pish. BX, break it down. But yeah, so I mean, fuck with the grammar on that, all right? Because I literally made that at 8:59 p.m. I was making out and adding it all together. I know it's grammatically incorrect. I don't care. Oh, look, it's Spencer from Virginia with Bronco Talk from Virginia, and he's doing multiple yo's because that shows poor literacy is cool. Who do you know that's recently won 10-0? Well, I know you won 10-0 because I told you the score. Spencer, the spamming slag. Slag. Hey, yo, Spencer. Hey. Anyway, Russ, Sam, Rosie, BX. Hope everyone's well. Blah, blah, blah. No one watches women's football. I have done on occasion, I must admit. But anyway, all good, thanks. Shame that Spurs lost tonight. I really fancied them to do SFA, sweet fuck all, of course, and they didn't disappoint. Don't worry. They are. Oh, 1 second, sorry. I nearly choked on my neck fat there because I saw Hawkwind come up asking who wants the 3-inch blood sausage. How you doing, sir? Suppose I should get on with the actual going through the games and stuff rather than my nonsense. But before I do that, I'm just going to throw up these are the stats for Leeds at Millwall. Not Millwall. Don't know why I said that. Well, because I'm about to start talking about them, I suppose. But I think we were fair value for our victory at Coventry. And I saw a person on a channel called Sky Blues TV where he literally, in the title of the video, he said that he felt the game should have been 2-2. Based on the chart, they obviously Melier made a great save, and it was a great save. It should have been a goal, but it wasn't because he saved it. Credit to him. But then this guy was basically like, well, basically, if that had gone in, we probably would have gone on to 2-2. It's like, well, yeah, if our 20 shots had gone in, we'd have probably won 22. Like, if my auntie had bollocks, she'd be my uncle. You will, Rosie. How many raspberry sponge cakes have you made this weekend? Hey, Zanzi, Jose, there's lots of names. Oh, Gary's being referenced by his new name of Rollins, and I don't get it. I don't get why he's called Rollins, but it's very funny, so I'm just going with it. Hope you're well. Hawk, when you reprehensible slag. 3 inches sounds like a lie. It sounds like far too much. Lilac and pink buttercream heart and 20 shots and only 2 goals. I know. It's not very clinical. It's really not. It wasn't as clinical as we were on Saturday when we scored What's the magic number? Nowhere near that, Nicole, but got the points. Where are we going to next? Oh no, I'm going through the comments again, aren't I? Rosie calls everyone a legend. Hawkwind, don't worry about it. Anyway, Miss Molina's arrived. The head of the Mr. Tom fan club. How are you doing, ma'am? How are you doing? Awesome to see you. With very well, Rosie. Hi, Molina. Rollins is correct. There you go. Confirmed. Everyone's saying hi to Molina. All the usual suspects here waiting for the pub to open. Is that a reference to the Adam's Arms? Which is, I believe that's 10:30 in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong. Rosie, is that a show that's happening at 10:30 in the UK? Sam G's on Must Catch or Slags in Dark show. It's a good show, in my opinion. But I may be a bit biased. Sam, you have sex with zebras. Tom has photographic proof. Yeah, well, I'll pretend I do. Sure. Totally do. You are welcome to join the channel Thursday, Hawkwind. Or Hawks. Hawk. Oh, he's on half name basis. Hawkwind. To Sam, you are Hawks. Sex with zebras. That's not true. Now she knows I'm a living legend. And thumbs up and all that. Anyway. So we are going to... You know what? We'll go through the Millwall thing. This was Ellen Road on Saturday morning. It smells like a lovely day to get defeated in the cup. Ben sent me this. I woke up to this on Saturday, where basically he showed Millwall on the way to Ellen Road. And their fans. Or whatever. So irrelevant. They fucking won. So I can't really make fun of them. They fucking won. How's your weekend been, Hawkwind? No one likes us. We don't care. There you go. I must admit, there was a very small part of me that when I opened the message to see this picture, I was like, we're going to fucking lose today. We're making fun of them before the contest. It never works that well. Because of my superstitions and all that. I mean, I have no agency in the game, but it's my superstition. We all have weird superstitions over football. Sue me. And again, this is how we lined up. Showing how seriously we took the contest. Cole Darlow was in goal. Remember him? The guy that was apparently going to save our season when we were all calling for him to be the goalkeeper. Isaac Schmidt. Remember him? It's that guy that has only ever played 2 games for us. One against Harrogate, I believe, was the other one. Oh, Sam Byron's back in. Pascal Strauss in. Let's see how this one goes for him. And Matteo Joseph in the picture up front. Sam Chambers. I don't even know if he's grew 3 hairs on his testicles at this point, but getting his full Leeds United debut in the FA Cup. It's a great day for him. Tom, we're all still waiting for you to hear your impression of a Scottish accent. I mean, I can do a terrible Sean Connery impression, but I don't know. Very quiet, didn't do a lot. It wasn't a zebra Sam had sex with. It was a black and white donkey poured in the Millwall fans' cart. Very good. I'm a bit partial to animals that perform as modes of transit. He likes ones that he likes a 2-job animal. 2-job animal. Is Schmidt the Jackal Nicholson movie based on him? I'm partial but attracted to them, says Rosie. I'm not judging. I'm not here to judge. And Lena's saying hello to everyone. So Hawks, you're now known as Hawks, was banned up on Friday night for indecent exposure. And Alicia admitted it, Rosie. This is how Millwall on Twitter set out their lineup. They should be relegated Not just lose to Leeds, not just get knocked out of the cup. They should be relegated for actually putting this out there. I can't even fathom it. It's my obsessive compulsive disorder. It's like, why is the goalkeeper just lined up with the others? The state of this. It looks like a snooker tournament poster. It looks like shit is what it looks like, but still. Again, who am I to judge? And I'll give you a very clue. Although I clearly took this image during the game. It was in the 9th minute, actually, for transparency. But those scores are actually probably higher than what they ended up being. Because I believe Joseph did not score highly at all. And that was the Leeds lineup. This was the Millwall lineup. I presume a lot of those got a lot higher because, spoiler, they won the contest. It's a 4-4-3 formation. Yes. Yes, it is. I don't know why I looked back because I knew it. I like the colour of it, to be frank. Of course you do. Because anything we don't like is mysteriously something you think is amazing, Rosie. Whereas if I'd have turned around and gone, this is the best team sheet I've ever seen, I can tell you right now, you'd still be sitting there going, this is pish, absolute pish. Oh, this is not like the Green Book at all. Even though it's a green page, but anyway, it's pish. Perfect for fans with dyscalculus. There you go. So, yeah. Oh, it turned out it was Pascal Strauch's 150th appearance for Leeds. Let's see how it goes for him. So, they kick off the game. That's Sam Chambers, by the way, in his training gear. Oh, Millwall scored. With a deflected strike. I like how we've described it in the most charitable way. Like it's not a goal because it's a deflected. I mean, it is, because it obviously is, but you know what I mean. Rosie discalculated the amount of flour she needed to make her marble cake. What's a marble cake? Marble cake last week. Oh, we then went into half time. They trailed by 1 goal. At this point, I was like, no, this can still be. I mean, these are words I can't read. Lad. Dyscalculia. You drink your own pish. I mean, I would if I was like stuck in the jungle or something, or in the woods or whatever. Like, needs must, but it's not really something that appeals to me, if I'm being honest. Thank you, Zanzi. No, don't, no, Rosie, I don't. Do you lick your own feet? In the words of Sam Greenwood. Right, so then we come out of half time, and then basically Millwall score again, which is really inconvenient for someone that's got a YouTube show on a Sunday evening, where hopefully you'd sit here and go, we scored loads of goals, like happened last week. I think we scored 9 goals last week. Could be wrong, maybe it would be 10 goals. And it was like, that was really handy. That was really handy for a lovely little show. But this week, it's like, no, you can win half your games and you lose to Millwall. The fuckers. Anyway. Feet. What? No, I'm too busy putting my legs behind my head. Rosie, that's what friends are for, Flower. I didn't need that image from Sam Greenwood. Feet are a novelty for Norwegians. They've all got trotters. Just pulled a Gary. What did I do? I don't know what I did. That was very similar to Gary, but still. She must be talking about Rollins. Yeah. Spencer's getting ready to cheer on Mahomes tonight by listening to Taylor Swift's latest album. Anyway, right, I'm going to push ahead with all this because I sat and fucking made it. And the second I say that, Ben fucking turns up. There you go, Ben. Hello, Ben.
Oh, yeah, you're not pushing ahead with shit, right? What have I missed?
I just did the Coventry game. I also did Millwall game. Didn't show how exciting it was. Basically, Millwall scored. It went to half time. We come out of half time. Millwall scored again.
Well, that was inconvenient, wasn't it?
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah.
Massively inconvenient.
Quick rant on both games then.
Go on then.
Referee was the worst referee I've seen in my life for the Coventry game. That's what I took from that one. We missed lots of chances, and it should have been 8-0 or 8-1. Got to give him credit. And I would not have changed anything in that team sheet. In hindsight, that's all he's getting.
Okay.
No, he did. He earned his 3 points. So there's 3 back that he owes us, in my eyes. So man of the match, Meslier. Millwall game, we didn't want to win that from the start. Not a chance did we want to win that with the 10 changes, right? I get you make some changes, but you don't make 10 changes if you want to win a game. The fact that he waited till 70 minutes to realise that that shit wasn't working, we just didn't want to win that from the start. I'm not bothered, but you're gonna charge people money, or they could at least warn me before I stayed awake, after work. And I wouldn't have bothered. But other than that, mate, yeah, that's my view on the 2 games. Now you can move ahead because you fucking made the shit.
Yeah, I fucking made the shit. Anyway, no, in all seriousness, you're right. Part of the reason I've not really say rampaging is simply because if you were going to lose one of those 2 games, that's the one you want to lose.
Yeah. Ideally, you never want to lose at home to Millwall. But look, in hindsight, if it pays off, fine, masterstroke decision. But at least try and win the game, man. There was no attempt at all to try and win that game yesterday, and not taking anything away from Millwall. I hope they come with that game plan in the next game because they'll get took to pieces.
Well, it's really interesting you say that because Zanzi said we're concentrating on the cups, which is actually ironic because at full time, Leeds United tweeted, "All focus on the league now." Like, at least we're self-aware of the trope. I'll give them that.
Yeah,
I'll give them that. That's because I imagine Liverpool have said the same thing today. I'll be shocked if they haven't.
It's a bit of a flattener, isn't it, really, for Millwall fans? Because we are a rival to them. Obviously, we're both universally hated, and it sort of takes the cream off a 2-0 win at Ellen Road because we don't really give a fuck.
It's very, without taking anything away from them, because I congratulate them on, they can only beat who's in front of them, and they were better than the 11 Leeds players.
Of course they were. They were.
But
I wouldn't say they were better. They put their chances away. That was it.
That's really interesting you say that, because obviously here, they had 2 shots on target and they won 2-0. That's the definition of putting your chances away.
Exactly.
Well, they had 9 that they didn't, but
we
7
just
that
had
they
a one-off fluke against Cardiff where we actually put our chances away.
Yeah.
Soon demised against Coventry. There were some of the worst misses. Do you not think of the season? Coventry game, there were some bad misses, man.
Oh, that Daniel James one was basically, if we'd have not beaten Coventry, he would have had tweets. And I know I'm not saying that as if that's the worst thing in the world. What I mean is he would be getting this sort of abuse that Patrick Bamford would be getting for the same miss. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, maybe not same level, but he would be getting he'd be getting trolled. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I think you've got to
when,
earn
when you're 2-0
Bamford
up
level.
and do that, it doesn't matter, Ben.
Yeah, I think you've got to earn Bamford level trolling. I think that comes over time.
Oh, Bamford's put years into that. Bamford's put years of effort into this, like into getting these tweets. And I imagine if Daniel James had got him, he'd have been really upset. But not because he's getting tweets of abuse. It'd be
How quickly he got them.
I'll put in 5 years of misses for that.
How is everyone? Who we got with us anyway? Who we got?
How you doing, Lawrence? We've got the regular gang. I'm sure they won't mind being called
Fritzl's
that.
But... Fritzl, yes. How's the family?
Ben's so excited to see Fritzl. But yeah, Fritzl is here, of course. How you doing, Lawrence? Good to see you. But you were saying about the refereeing, but before that, I couldn't help myself. I did this yesterday for Gary's show, but I think it applies here. That Leeds performance, coupled with a Pascal Stroud penalty miss, is very much a "Hey everybody, hi Dr. Leeds." I fucking love Dr. Leeds. Well, I say that I hate seeing him, but I love doing the Dr. Leeds show. I think
have we done 7?
I'll do 7 multiple times.
Thank you. Can we do 7 for me? Because it never gets boring.
That's actually pretty fair. Let me find it. I can never remember where I put it. Oh, there you go. 7. Sam Greenwood's getting upset right now. 7. I've across multiple things. I've subjected him to a 7.
Well, the beauty of it is, Sam, is you don't have to do it on your show. So there you go.
Well, he does, because I did put it up on his show. It's funny you say that. I put it up on his show. If you look at the remaining teams left the FA Cup, Forest are the highest ranked side, followed by Villa. Who's it not bode for all for?
Who's just the romance?
Kermit's middle finger has arrived. How you doing? Hi, Rosie. Hi, everybody from Rosie. I was doing Dr. Leeds. Fair enough. She's doing the hand signals for 7, 7, 7, a 2, 5, 2, 5, a 7.
Imagine living at number 7. That'd be cool. You could have that picture on your door, could you?
Yeah. Chicken wings and steak. Bloody hell, I've only got chicken wings. I'm jealous. Mrs. made wings and bean dip. So this is a portion of the show where I think we should go over the refereeing of the week, where basically we could go the twat in black. So, Ben, your review of Dean Whitestone, the referee for the Coventry game.
Did I send you a picture to go with that?
You absolutely did.
His passport photo, I think I sent, did I?
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. Fucking useless cunt. If you don't like the word cunt, people, Google it. It don't mean what you think it means.
So, what did he do to earn his passport photo?
It's what he didn't do, really. Well, I think he was on mushrooms or acid because he was just seeing things to start with, giving fouls away that weren't fouls. And then came the let's kick Brendan Aronson 6 feet in the air and not give a penalty for it.
Oh, that was really bad. That was so obviously a penalty.
And then coupled with his 2 assistants and the offside goal, and he was just fucking dross, man. He was a bad referee. And I wouldn't say that he wasn't one of them referees, I think it's because we were cruising and we were comfortable. He wasn't one of them referees that you was actually slagging the telly off at. He was just subliminally in your head that he was bad after the game. He did everything to keep that score at 2-0.
Well, there is something he actually did, because I got a message from you on Tuesday night. I assume you won't mind me saying. Well, I assume. I know you won't mind me saying, because I've said it at this point. You sent me a message. You declared Wanker of the Week on Tuesday night.
I did.
Should we do that right now?
Yeah, but I'm sort of going to have to retract it a little bit. But the only reason it stays in place is because that's what caused the golden moment not to be.
For argument's sake, I believe I've got a photo of it. Oh, hang on. No, for argument's sake, people who don't know, Leeds United did score a third goal in injury time. Ben, who would have been the scorer of the goal?
Sir Junior, Lord Junior.
Firpo had a third goal for Leeds United, and it was chalked off. In hindsight, incorrectly chalked off.
Yep.
Because this man was onside.
Yeah, but he was a greedy bastard that didn't need to touch the ball.
But because he did touch the ball, the linesman took 30 seconds. He looked over at Frank Lampard. He was like, Frank, I'm not allowed to give it. And Frank was like, he's probably sitting there choking on his own neck foul or something. But
dare say, though, that when Willie Gnonto looked over at the linesman, I think it was him that told him to put the flag up. Because I suddenly think he had a self-realisation of what he'd just done and who he'd just stolen a goal off. So I think it was him that actually told the linesman he was offside. Because what was that about? The 20-odd seconds that it took to give that decision.
So the wanker of the week is Willie Gnonto, and I would arguably I'd actually keep that in place based on his performance yesterday.
Yeah,
because that was a golden opportunity for him and Joseph to actually stake a claim to actually play in the first team.
I think yesterday cemented what I've thought about Joseph all season, to be honest. I think it's a level above. He needs to be at Wrexham or something, getting a bit of experience.
But on Tuesday night, because I was in a bit of a high because Leeds United won, a low-key high, I took to the internet and I wanted to find out the opinions of the internet, the Leeds community, on what happened. And basically, I've come up with 5 things. And basically, for the first one, someone has robbed Firpo of a goal there, and that has spoiled my evening from Ben, LUFC Ben.
That wasn't this Ben, that was Ben F. Welcome, Ben F. I do love a Ben.
Credit to Melier, again, because of save. Hope Firpo puts laxatives in Gnonto's energy drink and fuck Frank Lampard. From another Bielsa widow.
That's a cool.
We've got Firpo might kill Gnonto in the dressing room, from Not Luca 77. That's okay, I'm not Luca either.
So pretty much the internet's feeling the same way we feel.
Absolutely.
Nice to know that
Gnonto just robbed Junior Firpo with a goal. LOL. And
there's no laughing out loud there, is there? It's just.
I think if you don't laugh, you might cry though. But Bogle is literally a Firpo clone. That's nothing to do with the incident. It just made me laugh. But one more, Junior Firpo. Joe Rodon on Instagram put up a photo, and then basically the actual image is of Junior Firpo just looking at Joe Rodon with absolute admiration, to which Firpo has obviously screenshotted it and then put his own thing up about it, saying, not even your girlfriend looks at you like I do. He's the best. He's the best. Just sign him based on his Twitter game alone, or his Instagram game, whatever you call it. Just amazing. He's a man.
I kind of might just sign up to Instagram just to follow Junior Firpo 3.
Joseph Fritzl used to be at Wrexham. Medium rare. Kirby's really
well done, Fritzl. Fair play if you was at Wrexham. Wasn't Wrexham prison, was it?
But obviously, Ben.
Any basements in the houses in Wrexham?
He would know, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah.
So obviously, over the weekend, there were games in the EFL Championship. So this is what happened. For anyone who doesn't know, Burnley did win in midweek. Sunderland didn't win yesterday. This is handy. Unfortunately, Sheffield United did win. So what I believe that means for us is
we're still top.
Yeah. Yeah, can't long story short, that is what it means
to us.
And
Look, we have every chance next week to put them to bed.
If we win there, if we get a result against Watford, I think we'll definitely get a result against Sheffield United. But even in that situation, if we don't,
I've got the feeling we're going to go all Burnley when we go there and just bore the fuck out of it.
Well, the beauty of the situation is they have to beat us. We don't have to win.
No, but I know, look, logic and all that bullshit aside, I just feel that...
I'm saying that's how we can pick them off, is because they have to attack us.
I just feel, look, go for it. It works for you. Go for it. Our best quality is we score goals. And it doesn't matter where from. And we're not bad at stopping them either, so just go for it. I'd rather be 5 points clear than 2.
There you go. So other than that, we have got... I think we're midway through the show. So is it fair to... I don't even know what we'd... Question of the week, basically.
Lawrence, we've played Burnley twice, my friend. We got beat at home and drew away. So fortunately, we don't have to play them anymore.
Still in front of them. Ready for the question of the week, guys? I've low-key promised them. It's a good one.
Is this the question, or just what have we had a midweek?
Yeah, I've made something up about friends.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Gonna do a very quick question of
I think.
video.
Just going to Lawrence before you ask question, Tom. I think our tough games will be later on, the midweek away games like London and places like that. They'll be the teams that we're most likely to slip up against.
What I've noticed about the fixture list, and whether it's good or bad is not for me to say, but the fixtures always seem to work out that we play home games on Saturday, sometimes earlier, but all away games are on Tuesday night in cold Stoke or whatever.
In Siberia or somewhere like that, yeah.
And obviously I'm not saying there's cheating involved or anything like that, but it's one of these where it's like, why can't we play a hard away game? Not hard. I mean, what would look like a difficult away game at Stoke at 3 o'clock in the afternoon
on a Saturday, yeah. On a 1 game week. They're always on a 3 game week as well.
That's the Championship, unfortunately. But Russ Morgan has made a request.
Go.
Rosie has said, I think I know what you've done. That sounds like a threat. Russ got the jingle he requested. And not amused with Pompey game being rearranged. We should beat them. We need to pay them back for having the temerity to try and attack us at Ellen Road.
What do you think to the prospect of final day decider away at Plymouth?
I think it's potentially really difficult, which is why we need to treat it as a 45-game season. Obviously, we should beat Plymouth, but there's a reason that they've made a living out of like having a very good.
Well, yeah, it's because it's fucking miles away for everyone. But equally, it's harder for them because they've got 20 odd fucking trips all over the place, whereas you only got 1 trip there. That's unless you're unfortunate to draw them in the cup like we were.
Which we ended up winning somehow. Anyway, so we're going to do the question of the week, and John has tagged it on the slide of what the fuck. So yeah, that's what he thought of it. So basically, the question of the week this week is: who are these 11 stars who would play for Leeds United if the awesome live chat you guys had your way? Who are these people?
Titwang.
That's correct.
Oh, quality. I love it.
Actually, to quote Sam Greenwood, the actual reason that's the goalkeeper is because he once said tit wanking goal. Who are the others? Who are the others? Russ Morgan, you should know this. Who are the others? Russ Morgan, twice,
Russ,
not twice. You
Russ
have been used
Morgan and
once.
his 3 brothers. His 4 brothers.
Incorrect. Rim Mob might actually be a real person. Tony Warner was the answer last week. He's not the answer this week. This week is Titwank. Sloppy bollocks. Silly bastard. No, incorrect. 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 Long playing defence. Incorrect, unfortunately. Incorrect. Buck naked. Incorrect. Hands up. Who's that? Come on now. Come on now, Hawkwind.
Is it Jizz Cloth?
Jack Cough.
Jizz Cloth up front.
Jericho Chris. Incorrect, unfortunately.
Jumbo Cock.
Unfortunately. Basically, the real... Actually, I'm going to let you all decide why I've picked all this stuff. Purely because... Actually, I'll tell you right now, it's stuff
The
you've all
audience is
said
fucked
before.
in the head.
Well, yeah, it's that. It's basically because you're all fucked in the head. Because these are all things you've said before during this game. Stuff people... Yeah, you're all overthinking it. What would you usually say to these... Correct, Shawn Michaels is one. I believe that was what Russ suggested last week. Shite Mop. I don't know why I'm not putting them up. JC Chavez.
Limp penis in
Brains.
defence.
Tit wank, not title wank. Jammy CUNT. Shawn Michaels, that is correct. Smelly and salty minge. Limp penis in defence. Let's double check that. No, it's not. Unfortunately. Selma Mayak. Absolutely not. These nuts. But oh, Lawrence, there's
Rui
no DN.
Marquez.
Rui Marquez.
I said him last week.
Well, he won the answers last week. Lollipop penis in defence. Not true. LP is something that Rosie manages to say pretty much every week at some point. Unfortunately, RM, one of the RMs is Russ Morgan. One of the other RMs is something that Sam said last week. I'm secretly really pleased with myself about this.
It's the first time that I've fucking rubber minge.
Liquid petroleum.
It's a good job I got monetized,
PG
did it
answer.
really? It really is. We're getting some letters.
Can I just say every week without fail, my favourite part is how Lawrence's guesses never fit the initials. I remember that, Sam says. Loopy prick, says Gary. Or, as some people may address him as...
Rusty moves.
Rollins. I don't know why. Rusty Moob. Small minge. I'm basically making this a dream for anyone that likes to clip me. Because I'm just saying words. Shaved muff.
Smelly muff.
Tiny Willie. These are all words that you have all said at some point. So I've not actually done anything in bad faith. One of you has typed one of these answers at some point.
So have we actually got any right yet? Titwank.
Yeah, Titwank, Russ Morgan's in there. And I do believe someone got Shawn Michaels as well. So you need two mid... You need your wingers, basically. You need your wingers. All your defenders... and your strikers. Have a good night, Lawrence.
Right,
Thank you.
Lawrence.
Jim Clint.
Should I say good day?
Rey Mysterio is unfortunate. Correct. Johnny Cochran is up front. Very good. Correct. Lousy penalty. Same Mysterio. Actually clever. More clever than it has any right to be. Lawrence. Stupid Melier. Short Migetto. And Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura. I wish that was true. But hey, that may actually be an answer in the future version of this, probably. Small bollocks, a lot of small genitals initials. That's probably because you all suggest a lot of things that are very similar to it. Jiminy Cricket from Rollins there, known as Gary. So everyone knows, Rosie, could you do us all the favour of typing why you've decided Gary is now named Rollins? Please. This will save me time in the future. Sandy Mash Pipers. I'm surprised none of you have gone for SB. Very surprised. Well, there's two SBs, isn't there, actually, to be fair. Oh, there's a third SM as well. No, you're right. No, I think it's better to say Ray
I just think there's a lot of the Morgan family playing.
Simp Biscuit. Love some biscuit. Susan Boyle. I just played that.
That's exactly what it is, John. That's exactly what it is.
What is this nonsense? Hello, Director John. How are you doing, sir?
John's on. I best pull that down a bit.
Sean Williamson. Gary's really deep delving into the darkness of his psyche because he's wrote Scary Balls, which is basically what he calls any football that is passed into the Arsenal box. George Clooney.
Juicy Clems.
SB in Super Bowl. What are we missing? Rodney Mack. Unfortunately, not correct, Russ. In fact, for argument's sake, just to save you a bit of trouble, none of the remaining answers are wrestlers. But because you suggested Shawn Michaels last week, I believe, is why it was in this week. And Raoul Motley. As in the sentence, I don't find that Raoul Motley funny. I imagine has been said at some point.
You'd be a great dad.
John Cena. Ron Burgundy. Jimmy Corkhill from Brookside, I believe. JC is already off the board because Johnny Cochran was randomly thought of by Sam Greenwood.
All right, come on, it's time.
Rooney's Madams. I'm going to give you 1 more minute, but for argument's sake, you need SM at right back.
It don't really matter which SM, does it?
Yeah. This is more for what I've got on the JC,
Jesus Christ.
SB again, SM on the right, and obviously RM. Rooney's Madams by Gary. It's really brought out side in Gary that I didn't expect.
Jimmy Cliff.
Jimmy Cliff. Which ones are we still? Jimmy Carter. Sorry, was fishing with Raoul. Chafe Monkey. Striped Badger or Stripped Badger. I've said both anyway. Soaked Badger. None of them are named Badger.
I know Rosie goes to church on a Sunday, definitely. She's
Real
very
Madrid
Christian.
up front. Syndicate Ballroom. You know what? I'll give you all the answers. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6,
Just put
5,
the picture up.
4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, and the answers this week are Titwanking Goal, Smelly Muff, Jugs Cumberbatch, Lembit Popic, Silly Buggers, Spunk Bubble, Russ Morgan, Shawn Michaels, Steve Martin, Ricky Martin, and Johnny Cochran up front.
John, wipe your computer history, mate. There's a few words there that's going to get you in trouble.
Every Sunday and Wednesday night, Ben, Fred West, shit Millhouse. You've all said them, and I'm shocked that so many of you. I'm shocked that Sam, for example, did not remember that he had already said things like Spunk Bubble. I can't believe no one remembered that. One of you said Ricky Martin last week. I think that was Sam as well. I'm really shocked that Rosie did not acknowledge that she once said Lembit Popic, which is obviously a misspelling of Lembit Opic, I believe, who used to dance with the Cheeky Heels. I know my early 2000s pop culture. I'll tell you that for free.
Good soccer aid team.
It really was. This would beat the rest of the world team, even if they had Woody Harrelson on penalties.
Jugs Cumberbatch at back, man. He's just...
Yeah. Thomas, gotta go, mate. Totally great show. Totally nutty. Got to clear out the cellar and check the traps for caught Spurs rats. Well, I'm sure Rosie will be able to tell you about the quality of the Spurs memes that I've dug out. By dug out, I mean horrendously stole. Anyway, that was right.
Good night, Zanzi.
Have a good night, Zanzi, of course. Bubble doesn't sound real. It really doesn't. But it was a real word that left someone's mouth last week. Probably Greenwood. But anyway. So, hurrah. So that was it. So, yeah, have a good night, Zanzi. Good night, Zanzi. Good night, Zanzi. I think Zanzi's going to have a good night. So what we got up next, let's do the upcoming fixtures. I was actually really quite excited about that, and it played out how I hoped.
Well, I'm hoping that Watford are tired because they looked leggy in them last 20 minutes yesterday. They did look leggy, whereas we've had a rest, really.
So,
no matter what team you pick, they had a rest. Some of them had to walk around on a pitch for 90 minutes yesterday, but other than that.
My only fear in this is that Watford, I never know them to not actually give 100% against Leeds. And I'm not saying they shouldn't, but you just hope that teams have an off day.
I thought they would have counted themselves yesterday. They just ran out of steam at end. They were just tired.
Plus, for some reason, Tom Cleverley, I don't know, I just got a bad feeling where he's a dirty scummer. But we really should, hypothetically, I know football is not a hypothetical sport, but we should win there. And we should then win at Sheffield United. We should beat Sunderland and then win at Sheffield United. We should beat everyone. I know football don't work like that. If you're going to go
on the dirty scummer logic, we've got two dirty scummers in Ramazani and Dan James. So
yeah, but there are dirty scummers.
Yeah,
they're Watford's dirty scummers, and they can go fuck themselves. But still,
yeah, but our dirty scummers can trump their dirty scummer. So
yeah, hopefully. So that's what we've got coming up in the week. What else have we got on the docket? This is our things for the month thus far. We've both got.
Someone put a 1 in our scores there, Tom.
That John's are wrong. Despite the fact that his computer is now being sought out by the FBI. They should get him for doing this.
It's all right because John's mate Donald's dismantling the FBI as we speak.
Yeah. He is, so I hear.
He's trying to buy the CIA, I've heard. Oh, fuck, that guy's just different level.
All Rosie sees is 7.
Imagine being just able to do what you want. Like,
it takes a special self-confidence or delusion, however you want to phrase it. But Rosie said 7, so obviously we go back to Monica.
You did nothing wrong, John.
What did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong, John. Despite the fact that we're accusing you of adding a goal to what we predicted Coventry would score.
And doctoring the WhatsApp message that we sent you.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Might as well just quickly get into the dipshits because I've only got 4 of them. Sorry, I'll do it properly. The dipshits.
Goodman's nose is something to behold, isn't it?
I fear for his household if he ever gets a cold. That's all I'll say. Roberto Baggio, in a quote, this is a real quote. He said, "I find it unpleasant to judge footballers on the pitch. That's why I don't do any TV punditry work. I see colleagues who couldn't complete 3 dribbles condemn players on air." To which someone immediately replied, Dan Merriweather immediately is talking about you, Andy Hinchcliffe. We say it every week. We understand that Sheffield Wednesday Football Club captain Barry Bannon has broken his foot. This could see the vital midfielder sidelined for up to 6 weeks. Huge loss for the Owls. Will we see Wednesday's playoff push come to an end? Probably. I don't know. But Roscoe immediately, he wasn't the only one. A fair few people replied with something similar, which was on lines of, "Everyone, please think of Andy Hinchcliffe during this difficult time because his favourite footballer is injured." Obviously, best wishes to Barry Bannon. Nothing against you personally. In that time off injured, probably think about actually losing the hair and just admitting you're losing the battle with Mother Nature and baldness. But still, the Baggio was great. He was great player. Harold Hockin, for some reason, he actually pressed send on a tweet that said pining for Andy Hinchcliffe.
Oh, the sarcasm. It reeks.
The problem is, though, he's not actually wrote it in response to anything. So I don't know who he's actually trying to slag off by saying that they're so bad he'd rather listen to Andy Hinchcliffe. So I feel forced to basically just read it as someone actually likes Andy Hinchcliffe. There are people out there that do for some reason. What do David Hay and Elton John have in common? I don't know. Awkward. What do they have in common? Baggio was class, Miss Millionaire, correct? These names sound like we've made them up. They both go down on pianos. Barry Bennell's getting on a bit.
What's hit more balls than David Beckham's right foot?
Bonnie Blue.
Elton John's chin.
Fuck. Both got bad in the ring. Bloody hell. One I found, the last one, is from 12 years ago, and I've probably put it on here before, but I forgot if I have. But someone actually took this photo of Andy Hinchcliffe on Sky News and said, Andy Hinchcliffe looks like a cartoon kettle. What? Don't know why. They got me.
Disney
but anyway. One from a video game or something like that. Just, I don't know. Anyway, before we go into the Sunday roast, just thought this isn't worth roasting. This man's worthy of respect, of course. While playing for Leeds United, Gary Speed was named Rumbelows Sony Man of the Match from the Manchester United game and was presented with a TV by Brian Mitchell, manager of Rumbelows Corn Exchange branch in Leeds, helping out his Brian's 3-year-old son, Andrew.
Wow.
What a prize.
What a telly. Look at the little stand it came on. God, I remember that shit.
I bet that weren't cheap at the time, though. What we got here? Sending my Batman. What's your Batman voice got to do with it? Looks more like a human TV remote. And he looks like he was in EastEnders in the 90s. That Gary Speed, the great Gary Speed, of course. Oh, do you mean Brian Mitchell, the manager of Rumblow's branch in Leeds? Saying Cold Exchange sounds really weird. Is that a place? Right.
Look at that lady yakker. That poor kid's cardigan.
Director John with that TV was bigger than mine. Well, that TV is bigger than mine. Gary is thinking, oh, they have two and he's at home. Gary, he's a mass man of the matches, more than we could ever dream of. And my dad was a manager at Rumbelows as well. True story from Russ Morgan.
My mate's dad was a manager at Rumbelows, and he got like a special bottle of whiskey from the cup final, and we robbed it and filled it with cold tea.
Hey Kieran, how you doing? How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Right, so we'll get on to some memes. Just why not at this point? Obviously, we all heard the big news over the weekend that Football Manager 25 is cancelled. Is cancelled, Ben. Because quite simply, they just haven't got it finished. So, hey guys, you want to come over? My parents aren't home. Football Manager 25 logo. That means I'm not coming. Not coming. Obviously, transfer deadline day has been and gone. But obviously, every time I'm going to bring up this classic Allardyce moment where basically, like, not those transfers, the ones at the bottom. From Solid Citizen Hayley McQueen at the time, I imagine. Anyway, Watford. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Watford, but for some reason, they're clearly stereotyping by bringing on a player with this name against a Welsh football club. Bah. I can't do the noise. Bah.
Bah.
Yeah, thank you.
It's okay.
One quick thing. What the fuck is Rumbelows? It's like Curry's.
Yeah, it was Curry's of the 80s.
Yeah. That's my understanding of it, yeah. It actually had its own cut.
The fuck is Rumbelows? Straight to the point. The fuck is Rumbelows?
Everyone was a manager of Rumbelows at some point. 2 TVs. I had an Rumbelows League Cup. They sponsored the Cup. They were what the Carabao was, to my understanding.
Yeah.
In my garden for years. Not you, Gary, you slag. Whew. I thought you caught me. But anyway, did you know Anthony scored for Real Betis this weekend?
Do I care?
Well, I think you might care when you hear this statistic of Anthony is now just 91 goals away from surpassing Lionel Messi's record of 91 goals in a calendar year. Let's keep track of it. Let's see if he'll get even close to it. I suspect he might not. But Man United, speaking of Anthony, Manchester United, this is the linesman when 4 Manchester United players were offside for an injury time winner. And for anyone who wondered, yes, that is how, this is the line. That was no VAR.
Even the linesman's offside, look. So how's he not fucking...
But again, let's give the referee a break. Like, he is blind. So, or the linesman a break because he's blind, as depicted here. Anyway, and this is Harry Maguire in that injury time. So, of course, he's going to score. How can the ball not hit his head? Anyway, speaking of Manchester, the obvious question no one ever thinks to ask is, yeah, you call yourself United, despite the fact that your city is divided into 2 teams. 2 teams.
Mm.
Not United, is it? It's actually their name should be Man Divided.
Just scum bastards should be what they're called.
Scum bastards, obviously. You have 5 computer screens, Gary. We all know you have at least 17 TVs. Fucking linesmen are a disgrace. Rosie Rumbelows was a high street electrical score.
Big fucking 100-inch wall-mounted TV or something, Gary.
Yeah. They went bankrupt in the 90s, but there may be still some open in Scotland. Haven't heard the news yet. Get a Russ from Sam Greenwood. BX is loving linesman attacks. And Russ not saying anything about the clear Man United bias. What a shock.
Didn't Littlewoods take over it? It became the Littlewoods Cup, didn't it, after that?
Yeah.
And Littlewoods was like a catalogue, if you want to know, Rosie. It's where you could order shit and pay for it monthly.
Yeah. But speaking of
like
Arsenal and biases, sorry, what's that, Ben?
Like the older version of Very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gabriel is 27 years old, and this is the closest he'll come to a trophy. I'm sorry, Arsenal fans. I'm sorry. Come on. Anyway, it's just a joke, despite probably being a fact. Anyway, what? Arsenal in deep conversation with Birmingham City. Sorry, Ben?
Radio rentals.
Radio rentals? Fucking hell.
Used to pay £1 a week for your TV on hire.
What is that all about now? Littlewood still exists. It did become the Coca-Cola. That's when I first got into football.
Coca-Cola Cup, Carling Cup.
It was actually, I believe it became the Worthington Cup at some point.
Yeah, Worthington Cup, Carling Cup.
Yeah.
Something else Cup, Carabao Cup.
There was one year where it had no sponsor because it couldn't get one, and it was just literally the EFL Cup. Obviously, it was the Milk Cup before Rumbelows. Correct, of course. Littlewood was before Rumbelows. Well, fair enough. Synod Cup. I mean, that was a computer system, wasn't it? Synod? Or Data Zenith Systems was a cup?
Yeah, Data Zenith Systems, Synod Cup.
Gary's got 2 TVs, only one is plugged in. So why you got 17 TVs not plugged in? Anyway, so obviously this is a conversation that Arsenal had with Birmingham after they both played Newcastle. You scored against Newcastle? You? Sure, you never did. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Speaking of being humble, Arsenal on their TV telling everyone, stay humble. Stay humble. To which Newcastle immediately said, I told them those memes would come back to haunt them. It's the Arsenal memes. Anyway, I'm sorry, everyone. Capital One Cup, Brian were robbed. Well, actually robbed. I didn't watch it. Oh, but one of their goals was great, though. Lovely goal. Anyway, guys, it's time for the Adventures of Spurs. Everyone else loves Tottenham Hotspur. Not me, says Arsenal. Guys, get into it. Hi, hello. I'm the EFL trophy. It's Spurs.
See?
Hello, Spurs. He's just a little shy because he's tried to win me so many times. But failed. Anyway. Come on, Spurs. Let's go a goal down. That was fast. We are a goal down. It's quick. Newcastle are our bogey team lately. From Sam Greenwood. Obviously, Tottenham fans are going straight to heaven because they've suffered enough in this life. Trey United, one of the worst tweeters on earth, to be fair, says, bro retired from winning at trophies at 22 years old. Talking about Son, obviously. I mean, that's true. Even the worst tweeter you know can once make a great point. And in a meeting about creating memes, the boss basically went, "Okay, people, we need to cook up a new Spurs meme for their embarrassing week in football. Something like, my God, you're Spursy, except not so obvious and overdone." So I conferred with my colleagues and basically come up with, "My God, you're Spursy." And just in case it does happen, I don't want to say I was behind the curve. Well, that's the end of me. But Russ Morgan was in there. Russ Morgan don't fuck around. He was here on time with a meme about Ange Postecoglou's new job, where he's basically Ange Postecoglu. Thank you to Russ Morgan for supplying that. Thank you very much. And that's it for Spurs this week, because that's probably it for Ange. Do you think they're going to sack him?
Oh, it's a strong possibility.
I think they're going to wait until some of the players come back. I could be wrong, but I still did the meme anyway. Oh, the quadruple is dead. Beaten by an infant. To be fair, this is what I was talking about. Like, I had arguments on socials with people about the fact that Plymouth won at Brentford, and people were saying it was a giant killing. I was like, it's not a giant killing. It's an upset. It's not a giant killing. Brentford were in the same league as Plymouth like 10 years ago. They played each other every year.
I jokingly said to my mate, I'm going to put a tenner on Plymouth and then retire.
So what are you going to be doing with your Monday off in your first day of retirement?
I didn't put a tenner on them. But I have got Monday off.
That's a bonus anyway. Sam, we beat them in 2023. It's not like we haven't beaten them in 10 years. Nice one, Ross. So, I said lately, Ross, we've always struggled St James's Park. Anyway, I did get some facts. For anyone who doesn't know anything about Plymouth, I went to their Wikipedia page and I pulled up this fact, which apparently is there. Basically, absolutely bummed Plymouth in the FA Cup tie. Bummed Liverpool in the FA Cup tie. No, there's anything wrong with that. I bet it's not on there now. I bet it lasted 5 minutes.
Anyway. I'm going to re-edit it. I just keep putting that in all day.
Someone will until they finally get bored, I suppose. But we've also then got the EPL first team against the EFL's 24th team. They're 24th in the championship table, but there goes the best damn team we've ever played. Congratulations to Plymouth, of course. But it can't, in all fairness, guys and girls, this all couldn't have happened without the work of one person. Well, my work here is done. What do you mean your work is done here? You were sacked 6 weeks ago. Was I? I mean, the media are going to find a way to say like he laid the foundation for it. Absolutely will.
He laid the foundations for not what to do.
They followed his brilliant advice. And just a last bit about Liverpool, referencing their what would you call it? Their upcoming Carabao Cup final against Newcastle. Sorry, Arsenal fans. To which I've got advice for them to avoid any controversy at the game. But basically, due to Scouser demand, we will forego our national anthem. It might shut people up for an afternoon, maybe. Oh, and also, because we sort of do this every week, we never Brighton beat someone. There's only so many times I can see a seagull shitting on the team's badge. Well, we'll just stick it at the end. But I have one more, and it's Leeds United related. because unfortunately we did not win in the FA Cup. Ben, we just can't. There's no getting away from it, and obviously, I don't think I've been remiss in saying congratulations to Millwall. You defeated our second string team, and I don't mean to say that facetiously, but that's what happened. But I've got another excuse for it. In the form of this old man telling a story. And Leeds United banished the awful FA Cup forever because it was haunted. Now let's all celebrate with a glass of turnip juice. Turnip juice. I was saying nice one for Ange posting, not the Arsenal tripe. And that last second save from Plymouth goalie was incredible. He did lay them. He made them so shit that Liverpool would take them lightly. Oh, Tarek, that's brave. That's a brave take. That's a brave take. Good luck with that one on socials. I mean, I say that you're mass likes. I'll give you that because that's the real thing that matters. Brave Jorginho Ruter. Well, Ben, I don't know if you knew this, but speaking of Jorginho Ruter, do you know he's back playing for Leeds according to the Coventry programme?
Oh, happy days.
He's number 24.
Amazing.
Yeah. Let me put up the thing for next week. Admittedly, I've not basically, depending on how well Tuesday goes, will determine whether we get a match review or a Sunderland preview. But generally, we're still going to review the match, obviously, because what else are we going to do? But we'll be back next week.
We'll preview the other match as well. Yeah.
But I was more saying, like, based on the result of this, will determine whether the actual thing will be this or
bonus Leeds content, and we'll also chat some shit, do a couple of questions, roasted dipshits, a few memes, and post your nonsense.
Yeah,
which we love.
I have so much nonsense. I actually withhold nonsense out of respect for others.
I think we should rename it We All Love Leeds and Nonsense.
That's one to consider for if we get promoted, I suppose. Yeah. Thank you, Rosie. Really do appreciate you saying that. For the people that listen, Rosie wrote, guys, brilliant show as usual. I don't know why I winked because I couldn't see it. Anyway, take a point of Watford. Our record sucks there.
I want 3. I'm greedy. I've gone for a perfect month, Jimmy. Can't not straight. This is a month where we excel.
On paid Rosie to say that.
Who's paying you to pay people?
I think he is selling. He sold his computer. Sold his computer.
Sold it, hasn't he?
I still think Lembit Popic is made up. You said it. You said it last week, Rosie. In fact, you've said it for 3 consecutive weeks. It's one of your answers. In fact, I know you know that as well, so I don't know why I even leapt it like I fucking took bait or something. But still. A brilliant show, guys. I'm away for a few weeks, so hopefully see you in March. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Tarak. Really appreciate the support.
Enjoy your time away.
Sorry, Ben?
Enjoy your time away.
Yeah, where are you going?
Unless it's at Her Majesty's pleasure, then.
Of course. She has no idea what I'm talking about, of course. Funny that. Lembit Popic is a Rangers legend. How did I... Well, she wants to know, Sam, how'd you get on against Newcastle? But then, Ben, I've got a question for her. How did Rangers get on against... Let me find it. Where the hell did I put it on it? How did Rangers get on against Queen's Park?
Oof.
Well, thank goodness. Rangers drew attention away from my cup upset.
I always loved that fixture, but the other way around. Queen's Park, Rangers.
Yeah. Well, I don't like going there because they usually stuff us, but I like playing them in the home game because we usually stuff them. But anyway, do you know Queen's Park Rangers had about, correct me if I'm wrong, they had 28 shots on goal. Queen's Park had 1.
Am I about right in saying Queen's Park's in Glasgow?
I do believe they used to use Hampden Park. I think they sold. I think they accepted money to actually no longer use it, and then used a smaller stadium that was built next to it. I think
Imagine
it's Little
being
Hampden.
the third best team in Glasgow. That's just terrible.
It's certainly something. Saudi for pilgrimage. Have a good time. Of course. How did Rangers get on at home today? To which Jimmy says Queen's Park's keeper had a blinder. I bet he did. Answering a question with a question. We'd never do that. Yes, Ben, Queen's Park is the oldest club in Glasgow. And both questions have the same answer, so I save time. Tom, do you go to see Leeds if they play in London? I'm not going to lie and say every time, but I have done. For example, in the Bielsa season, I went to see Charlton versus Leeds, where we lost 1-0. It was a nice day, though. I've seen them at West Ham, of course. Actually went 2 years running. I think 94, 95. But then the year after when Tony Yeboah scored twice. It's fucking amazing. I love Tony Yeboah. On Football Manager, I'm playing a save in Football Manager where basically I'm like at year 9 or 10, and a Ghanaian player has ended up in the Leeds youth team called, I think it's Baba Yeboah. I need to scout the player because I'm not Leeds on it, so I need to find out if he's actually related to Tony. But
if there's any Furpos on there.
Or I managed to buy Furpo for my Gibraltar team. Because, of course, he's trying to get out of my club. I'm like, mate, you'll have a lot nicer time if you just relax and like just let whatever happens happen.
Just go watch the monkeys. Yeah.
Notice how I sound about Newcastle. 3 people brought up Rangers. Nice to see his girlfriend have his back. Some people are legends in here. Oh, man. Okay. I mean, Sam's not wrong, but yeah. So, yeah. Oh, don't forget, of course, go over to Ryan's channel in about 15 minutes where you'll be going live for the Super Bowl. Well, I've got my chicky wings. Anyway, I'd imagine it's a lot cheaper going to a championship game. Not saying it's bigger, I promise. The thing with that is that I bet it's not, in the sense that it's not very lot cheaper, is it, with Leeds? Because they expect us to come back up, so that's why they're trying to get all as much as they can in.
Yeah. It's not much cheaper, no.
Yeah.
It's only going to get more expensive, so we'll see.
This is the thing. When natural assumption would be that if we actually do build the 56,000 seaters, whatever it is, like I'm saying 56, might be 53, whatever, but 50,000 plus. The assumption would be, you can make the tickets cheaper. Why would they do that? They'll just charge the same and earn more money.
Yeah, it's the whole point in doing it.
But, I'll wait to hear 3 others say that about you, Sam. Your opinion isn't valid unless it's backed up.
Are we talking legends?
I've already lost count of what's going on there, but actually that's not true. I kind of understand it. I believe I'm designated as one of his girlfriends because I was bringing up meme about. I made that meme about Rangers at 8:59 because I realised it had happened, and then I was like, I better make something because we're laughing at Spurs and all that. So, oh, bonjour, Mr. Herbert. How you doing? So, yeah, I suppose I'll just have a bit of a rest before the Super Bowl. Who's going to win the Super Bowl, Ben?
I don't care. I don't like Kansas and I don't like Philly, so I'd like to see out of the two Philly win it because I'm sick of Kansas winning it. They're getting a bit like the Patriots. It's getting a bit relentless now. It's like, yeah, all right. It's getting like Man City.
Have a good night, Sam. Thanks for stopping by. In all seriousness,
right? I'm going to head off, mate, because I'm going to get
yeah. I'm about to end the show anyway. So, have a good night, everyone. Obviously, like I said, Ryan's doing the show, so enjoy that if you want to do.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Sorry if I seem a little bit tired, but
that's understandable. You've clearly been at work. Was it a long day?
Yeah, draining, counting shit all day.
It sounds not. Oh, what's the word? Sounds naughty. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Yeah, everyone. Thank you. See you next week. See you soon, mate.